In Switzerland, many public offices make certain information freely available. This data is accessible on the Internet. The State Secretariat for Economic Affairs, SECO, set itself the goal of making this data even more accessible. As part of the e-government strategy Switzerland, a new offer was therefore developed, the Linked Data Service, or in short, LINDAS. LINDAS offers data that can be automatically linked. This is how LINDAS creates added value. Let's have a look at the following example. Mrs. Rocha lives in the middle of a larger city and suffers from the exposure to exhaust gases. That's why she would prefer to live in the town closest to her current home, in which particulate matter emissions are especially low. She could contact the Federal Office for the Environment, or check the air pollution levels of all surrounding communes on the Internet. But this is even simpler with the app designed by Geosample Limited. Mrs. Rocha enters her place of residence and receives the desired measurement data. To Mrs. Rocha, as well as many other data consumers, this app is very useful. It was developed by a so-called data user. These are IT specialists of companies or institutions who use LINDAS to systematically link certain data and make the results available to the general public. In our example, Mr. Bernasconi from Geosample Limited linked the names of communes with the projected air pollution levels. In LINDAS, Mr. Bernasconi had to define a query once. Since then, the required data has been linked and provided for the app. The app automatically uses the latest available data, which saves Mr. Bernasconi the administrative effort of dealing with the data owners. The data owners are usually public authorities or other public institutions. In our example, the Swiss Federal Statistical Office and the Federal Office for the Environment. They have data in various formats and make it available to the general public according to the W3C standard. This is done in a simple and flexible way. With the aid of LINDAS, a data user can now formulate all kinds of queries. He can link queries with other data records and use the results in various applications. To the data owners, it's important to know, with all queries, the reference data remains with the data owners and is not changed. This data is only used to create linkable copies, which can then be combined with other copies. The example of Geosample Limited shows, to you as a data user or as a data owner, LINDAS represents a convincing service. You are able to make public data more accessible, link them intelligently, and use them as you want, also for commercial purposes. Visit www.egovernment.ch/LINDAS to find all relevant information for taking your next steps.